Victoria Show. This is Victoria Koloff, and it is in the 5 o'clock hour, and we've been talking to Stephen Whitson. I'm not going to say he's an up-and-coming artist, because the guy has just released his 10th independent album. So, if anybody would want to say, well, when has somebody arrived? When was your first album coming out? So, Stephen, you are really doing well in the music business. I think you're starting to gain so much respect from others, and people are looking up to you. You've got the perfect job to be able to spread your music around. I got another question for you. What legendary artist has helped mentor your career?
Well, Little Miss Dynamite, Brenda Lee has been taking me under her wing, and she's been mentoring my career. And I've just learned so much from Brenda by just simply observing and, taking advice from a true musical legend. And we also got to co-wrote a song that's on my new album that's entitled Hometown Love, and it's available all over iTunes as well for people to download. But we were presented with a unfinished song from one of the workers at the Country Music Hall of Fame that had been found from the late Dottie West. Song was started, but she didn't finish it, so a buddy of mine and Brenda's brought it over to our writing session, and Bobby Tomberlin is his name, and he wrote, One More Day for Diamond Rio, and A Good Day to Run by Daryl Worley, so just a great hit songwriter. So he and Brenda and myself got together, and it really made sense to finish a Dottie West song because Brenda was best friends with Dottie. And so it was great to really learn from her. She's a great writer as well. So just learning from her in all aspects of the industry.
And my mouth right now is dropped open. That right there is the kind of stuff that is all throughout Nashville. If the walls could speak. Those are the stories that I love to hear about, Stephen. People should just continue to write books about all these different stories about how this song came about and this song came about. It's blown my mind even watching my own daughter in the different writing that she's been doing. One session she showed up and was wearing a T-shirt, just picked this T-shirt to wear, and it said "Be Free" on it. She walked in, and the writers she was writing with went, "What's that shirt mean?" And this song came out, this amazing song that's become one of the biggest hits on her EP. It is so cool to me to hear the stories behind the songs.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's why I love songwriting, because you just never know where it's going to take you. And the song, I didn't mention what the name of it is. It's called Hearts Will Be Hearts. And, it just talks about how, in some relationships, it's just not going to work. But you keep on wanting it to, but hearts are just going to be hearts, And
okay, well, I need to listen to that one and meditate on it, because that's the story of my life. And once again, I am single.
Well, Stephen,
let's talk about this.
I'm loving the single life.
Let's talk about this. You know what I always say to Stephen? It's better to be single than wish you were.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Hey, let's talk about this song we're going to play next. First, let's make sure everybody knows how they can get in touch with you. So if someone wants to reach out, go listen to your EP, go pick up one of your albums, how would they do that, Stephen?
Yeah, they can go to iTunes.com and just type in Stephen Whitson. It's spelled StevenWhitson. And they can also put Stephen Whitson in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on all that, and they can search me, and I'll follow you back, and we can become friends, and just you can follow my music, and it's just pretty awesome to, and Victoria, with the show and all, you become close to all these folks supporting you, and that's what it's all about. It's just a big family.
It really is. I mean, there have been, of course, those crazy people that try to get in touch with me because of the show, and I've kind of had good discernment about it. But I have made some really great friends from fans of the show that just want to get to know you, and you can tell they're genuine people who just think you're cool. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about this song, Sweet Tea. It definitely is the perfect song to play here in the Monroe, Louisiana area, because, as you know, the Robertsons are from this area, from West Monroe, and very well known in these parts and in the entire world now. And was this a Cy Robertson inspired song?
It was, actually. We were actually sitting at the bar at Fontanelle, Cafe Fontanelle, and Jamie was right there beside me, Jamie Dudney, and then our friend Jamie Saylor that works in the cafe, and all the waiters in town are, just about singer-songwriters. So we were talking about Sweet Tea and Duck Dynasty and all that, and we were like, she's my sweet tea in the summertime, and we thought, you don't hear much about Uncle Si's wife, but, we know that he's got a sweet tea, but his ultimately sweet tea is his wife, and so we just kind of wrote that in a relationship type matter, and it's calling the girl the sweet tea. So we've actually gotten several hits on YouTube. It's Uncle Si's unofficial theme song, we're calling it right now. But we would love for it to be an official Cy Robertson theme song. I think it fits him perfectly. So.
Well, I hope they're listening, the Robertsons, and I don't know if you know this, but Cy had an EP that just came out.
I heard
Smoking
that.
Hot Honey, and he actually wrote that song. That he wanted to do the album because he was renewing his vows with his wife Christine, and so they wrote all these songs were written, and my daughter Colby is actually singing on one of the songs. So it was really cool. So I'm going to do what I can to make sure that they hear it. And so Stephen, thank you so much for being with us. You've been a great guest. Remember, that's Stephen, Steven, Whitson, Whitson, and we'll put some information up on our Facebook page at 92.3 The Wolf. So, Stephen, we're going to play your song, Sweet Tea, inspired by Cy Robertson. And thanks so much for being here, Stephen. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Victoria. I'll see you soon.
You will see me sooner than you think. I'm going to be heading over to the Fontanelle. It's the Victoria Show on 92.3 The Wolf.
I've been sweating all day in the heat. The boss and the job are getting to me. There's only one thing that sets my mind at ease. She sits at the end of that gravel drive behind an old screen door with a picture and a smile. She's more than a woman, more than my wife. Yeah, it's all about her, it's not about me. She's so simple and pure, just like the rest of me. She's my sweet tea in the summertime. Just one look in her eyes, soon as that sugar hits my lips, all I want is one more kiss with that glass in my hand, and that girl in my arms brings me back to home, sweet home, with my sweet tea in the summertime. Here I am in the pool patio, barbecue smoking, listen to the radio. Sweet home Alabama never gets old. Lord, she's lounging around in that bikini. You'll never see it, but you gotta believe me. Man, I'm living one sweet dream. Yeah, Lipton and Brits, they're okay. Oh, but my honey makes the best homemade. She's my sweet tea in the summertime. Just one look in her eyes, soon as that sugar hits my lips, all I want is one more kiss with that glass in my hand, and that girl in my arms brings me back to home, sweet home, with my sweet tea in the summertime. My sweet tea in the summertime. Just one look in her eyes, soon as that sugar hits my lips, all I want is one more kiss with that glass in my hand, and that girl in my arms brings me back to home, sweet home, with my sweet tea in the summertime. Yeah, yeah. My sweet tea in the summertime. She's my sweet tea, oh my sweet tea in the summertime. Sweet tea in the summertime.